Can we start again?
Yes, why not? Before I start, do I need to record this or is it will
It
be
is being
recorded?
recorded. It is being recorded.
All
Hmm.
right, so let's start it again.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
Good
How are you
afternoon.
doing?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm also good. Thanks for asking.
So can you tell me, Mansi, can you tell me something about yourself?
Sure, sure. Why not? As you know, my name is Mansi Prajapati, and you can say Mansi Gola also because my surname is Gola, and sometimes we use Prajapati also. So that's why it's very confusing. Sometimes people don't understand the meaning of Gola. So I really also don't know the meaning of Gola, but I have this surname with my name, and I belong to Delhi. But I was born in UP, but I don't know much about my village. So that's why I say I belong to Delhi because I raised here. And
Mhm.
yes, if I talk about my qualification, I have completed master in MSW. Do you know MSW? Master in Social Work.
Social work. All right.
Yes.
Now I know it
Because
because you
I
have just
wanted,
explained.
yes, because I wanted to open my NGO, so that's why I did that.
So have you started it?
Not now, but in
Okay.
future I will definitely start.
So let me tell you about myself. My name is Gaurav, and I'm also from Delhi. When it comes to my educational qualification, I've done masters in English. And apart from this, I'm running an institution and I have been a teacher for almost 14 to 15 years. So that's all
Okay.
about me.
Okay. I have been teaching since 2010.
All right. So what do you
When I
teach?
completed my 12th board exam, I started teaching this language, English language.
Even I started very early when I was in school. So,
Okay.
like, what do you teach?
I teach English, sir. What do you
English.
teach? Yes. What do you teach?
Same.
When I was in school, I was very poor at this language. I don't know how to express, how to learn, and how to read anything in English. So I decided to be a teacher of this language because when I was in 10th class, I didn't know there was like arts, commerce, and science. They will
Mhm.
be separated. So I chooses that I will be teacher one day of English language. Then I decided to become a teacher, but unfortunately, I'm not a government teacher. But yes, I can say I'm a teacher, and I'm happy with this.
So you chose that profession in 2010 somewhere.
In 2007 or 6, I think.
Okay. So
Hmm.
why did you decide to be a teacher?
Okay, so first of all, I would like to ask you something. Did you watch my Jostock video?
Not yet.
Not yet. So in that, I have declared all the things why I've decided to be a teacher because in my means in my side, in my parent side, there are people like they are not so well educated,
Okay.
and I didn't have lots of knowledge at that time when I was in school, like commerce, science, and art. So at that time, I was surprised when I got to know like I have to choose one, but I was so weak, like not so weak. I was so like middle type of a student, average type of a
You were
student,
like an average student.
average student. So that's why I decided I will be a teacher of English language. So I have chosen that subject. And unfortunately, again, I didn't get admission in college. So,
Okay.
so I did my BA in political science and master in social work. So I did that, and now I'm teaching online. But I have been teaching this language since 2010 when I decided to be a teacher. It was not written in my destiny that I will be a teacher, government teacher. But in my in-laws side, there are so many teachers and doctors, nurses, and so many high posts
There
are
are
there.
there are a number of similarities between both of us because I
Yes.
never wanted to be a teacher, as I said in some of the videos before. So
Okay.
sometimes that destiny takes us to the places which we never wanted to visit.
Yes.
So, anything else apart from teaching that you are doing?
Uh, Nothing now, but I used to do work in NGO because, as I told you, I want to open my NGO and I love to do this. So I want to know something like what is the meaning of goodness?
Goodness. So it's not about just being good with yourself. It is just being good with others. Because I personally believe that you can say whatever you want to say to yourself, but what others think about you or what others simply get from you. So that is something that your true personality is. I can say that I'm very good at this or I'm very good at that. So it is just like we need to leave judgment, and other people can judge us better. So I know some people might criticize us. So what? So judgment is from our side also, from our end also. So I think when you do something good for others, or when something gives you a kind of a feeling of satisfaction, or you feel that you have done something for someone, and that gives some kind of a smile, that brings some kind of smile on your face. So I think that is something that can be called goodness.
Yes, that's why I want to open my NGO. I have that goodness feeling that I want to do something good for others. Like there are so many in Delhi. I'm talking about Delhi. There are so many needy children and needy women are there. They are really needy persons. So I want to help them. And goodness is that like when it is like a best quality. And it is very difficult to have inside us because it's very easy to praise us, but it's really very difficult to praise others. And
Yes.
if you are praising your wife, your kid, your daughter, the food is tasty without tasting it, that is for goodness. So I want to do something like that for others, so that's why
So
I
where
asked
did
you.
this inspiration come from? Like when
I
did you
don't know.
decide?
I don't know from where I get it, but from my childhood, I wanted to do something for needy people. Because when I see them, I can't bear that pain. I can't bear that pain. So that's why I decided to do something for them. Because when I cleared my 12th board exam, I joined an NGO and I started working in that. So I was very happy at that time when I was serving for those type of people, and at that day I decided I have to do master in this, and then I will open my own NGO. But as my husband has a transferable job, so I can't do this right now, but in future I will definitely do this.
So when I was in school, after that, even I was very bad at English. I did not know much about it. So I started paying a lot of attention like you did. So I never wanted to be a teacher, to be very honest. When I was in school, my parents' financial conditions were not good.
Same
So
here.
I could not afford any kind of tuitions or any classes. So I decided that I would do something for the people, those who are nearby my home. So first, I need to do something for myself. So I
Yes.
started working on myself. I started paying a lot of attention on this language. So I got a job in like Gurgaon. I started working. So once I started working there, I learned a lot of things because it was a multinational company. I was working for some British clients and other people. So I learned a lot of things from there. And later on, uh, destiny knew something else. So I was destined to be a teacher. So I came to this profession and I started getting number of students. Even I got many students, those who were not able to afford or those who were not able to pay any fee. So I could relate myself with them. So I started helping those people, and I helped thousands of people to get to achieve their dreams or to achieve something in their life. And now there are a number of people, those who are working in MNCs, or some are abroad.
So do you teach online or offline?
I teach offline. Now I'm planning to come online
That's great. That's great. Previously, I used to teach offline, but now I'm teaching online.
because I feel very much packed. I can't go anywhere. I'm pretty much bound with my students, and offline is something that you have to be there.
But in online, you are anywhere, you can teach them. There is no need to be at that particular place. So it is good for me because, as I told you, my husband has a transferable job. So I
Yes.
sometimes I can't get the students, easily offline students. So this is very best thing for me that God created this thing for me. Like I have created my own channel, and students started coming to me. So that is very good thing for me. I'm very thankful
So
to
how
God.
long have you been teaching online?
It's been, I think, 8 or 7 months.
Okay. So how is your experience?
It's amazing.
Okay.
Because
So
when you teach, like a teacher, a real teacher is that when your student doing something good, better than you, and you feel very happy and proud, and then that is called like you are a real teacher to them. Otherwise, if you feel like how they can do better than you, and why they are able to do something better than you, if you feel jealous or something, then you are not a good teacher. So that's why
yes.
when they speak better than me, I feel very proud that I made them to speak this language.
Even
So
some
this
students
is
say
the,
that I want to speak like you. So I always tell them you can't speak like me. You can
you
speak
can
better than
speak
me.
better than me.
So if you try, because I am with you and you are already studying something on your own, so my knowledge and your knowledge, you can
uh,
climb the mountain even.
I want to call some students' name like one of my student Priyanka, Sudha ma'am, and Seema ji, and Suchita ma'am, and Rama ji. There are so many students. They are speaking better than me, and I feel very happy and proud when they will watch this video. They
So this is
also
the
will
true
feel
quality
happy.
of a good teacher. You are very humble. You are very down to earth.
Thank
That's
you,
the
sir.
perfect quality for a teacher.
Yeah, I told them, now you are able to teach others. If you want to teach others, if you want to create your own channel, you are ready. You can do easily. So this is the high time, then you can do something for you.
Yeah, we
So
don't have to be jealous because even I
yeah,
have some students, those who are teaching now. So it's okay. It's all right. They are doing what
yes.
they like.
Why
Yes.
we are teaching them?
Yes.
We are there to
Because
motivate them.
yes, even teaching involves a lot of motivation. You have to
Yes.
motivate people because sometimes they don't know where to start and what to do. So that's where they need some kind of motivation or some kind of backing.
Guidance.
So then because a teacher's guiding hand should always be there whenever they are following in their life, or it's not about only education, it's about the moral lessons and how to live a life. There are many more things a teacher can impart in student.
Yes. I told so many name, but so many are there. Those also can speak English better than me, but I forgot to call their name. So sorry for them. You are also a good speaker. So sorry for those I didn't call your name. Sorry.
It's all right. They all know that you are talking about them. So some names are missed. So what?
Maybe it's okay.
Do you teach them online? Like, are those students from online
I teach
classes?
on Google Meet. I teach on Google Meet. They are my
Okay.
online students.
So, like, you started way back in 2007 or 8 or 10. So now
10.
you are teaching now. So what kind of difference do you see in this two, like, from that time and this time when you compare?
In me,
No, no, in like in teaching.
in
Like now
teaching, yes.
online things are there.
Okay, if I talk about myself, so when I was in like in 2010, I used to take help from Hindi. Like I used to teach in Hindi, only in Hindi. Like they were not able to understand proper English, so I was also habitual to teach them in Hindi. But now I teach them in both language, because if I want to make them understand, I need to take help from Hindi. Without Hindi I can't teach them properly. If there are so many South Indian students, and I can say that I can't teach them properly because I don't know South Indian language, you know
Yeah,
so if
language
you
is a
want to
barrier
teach them,
there.
yes, it's a task. It's like a task to make them understand.
So what is the toughest part of a teach like of teaching, especially a language?
Difficult part is only this, or online, because if you get students all over the India, then you don't know their language mother tongue, then it's very difficult to make them understand what I want to say,
And
because they don't
it's
know.
like it's not like some like everybody knows Hindi, so that's the problem.
Yeah, that's why it is a big problem for me.
So there should be one language that everybody is able to understand. Any local language or Hindi, Hindi can serve the purpose. And
Yes,
on the basis of another, like if I want to teach any other foreign language, so I should go for first a language which is known to both
yes,
student and the teacher.
definitely.
Then we can build a bridge between us. Otherwise, how would I understand that person? How would I make that person understand? Yes, you are
Yes,
right.
do you also feel the same?
No, not exactly because I'm teaching offline, so I get most of the students. But the
Local
problem is
students.
that, but here the problem is that nowadays people use their mobile phones a lot. They do not open books. They are not into books. So whenever I tell them to read any novel or any kind of book, so what do? They start going to some of the YouTube videos where they listen to those audio books. So it's all right to listen to any kind of book,
But
but
it's
when
not
you
so
go
good
through,
sometimes.
yeah, when you go through chapter wise chapter, like when you're reading something, you understand those words and structures and sentences, and even
Yes,
you will learn how to spell those words and how to write them in a notebook or whenever you're writing something. That's why they are not able to write properly. There are a number of mistakes that I've seen over the years.
They are over smart students.
Yes. Even
Yes.
they don't want to write anything from the board that I write on. So they
Yeah, that's
start
the
clicking
problem.
pictures, and sometime I give them a brilliant pose, but they don't click my picture, they click the picture of the board.
I also have the same type of student. They don't want to write something. They don't want to take like, please send me the screenshot and send me the pictures of
Yeah.
that note. So I also have the same type of student.
If you're
Yes.
physically present there, you should be there, not like in your mobile phones. One pop-up will take your attention there. One notification is taking you to Instagram and Facebook.
Yes.
I can't be rude with them. I can't snatch their phones. So it's very difficult at times.
Yeah. If we want to learn something, if we are actually a learner, so we have
Yes.
to like whatever we have already in my mind. So I have to keep that knowledge in any box. Then I can learn something new. Otherwise, if I'm already saying I know everything and I'm already a very genius in all the things, so I can't learn. I can't
That's
improve.
what I was supposed to say, that because number of students, like there are many students, those who come with the same frame of mind. They think that we already know tenses and
Yes.
everything. So when I ask them, they do not know much about it. They have gone through some of the books or might be some lessons in school which were only the like part of their curriculum or that was part of their course. So but when you want to speak to someone, you need to make that person understand. Need to know the basic concepts of grammar, and you need to
Yes.
know how to form simple sentences. It's not about fancy words or difficult words. It's about just making that person understand. On the other hand, I have students those who try to use typical difficult words or vocabulary to create an impression in front of others, but that is a barrier.
Language means that whatever we are saying, whatever we want to say, we have to make others understand. That is the only meaning of communication. Otherwise, if you are speaking to that person and that person doesn't know anything about English language and you are using difficult and very powerful words, and that person will not be able to understand what you are saying. So it
So
doesn't mean
I
that
was
you are
giving
using all the
I
knowledge.
was giving an example in the in other class, like one class that was on Saturday. So I have a class in like weekends. So I was giving an example there. They were asking me how to use those difficult typical words or some fancy or big words so that the person can understand that we know better than him. I made them understand that what do you wear on daily basis? You wear the common clothes, and your like almirah is full of those or cupboard
Yeah,
is full of those
definitely.
clothes. But there are specific clothes that you wear for specific occasions. You
Yes,
don't have them in like everywhere. Your cupboard
exactly.
is not full of those clothes. So whenever you find somebody speaking in that manner or who has extra knowledge or who is very knowledgeable, then you can simply like opt for those typical difficult structures or those fancy words. Otherwise it is all right. We want to go for a casual talk, it's all right.
Very true. Very true. Very true. This is we actually need to do every day. Otherwise, if we are showing ourselves, then you are not going to show interest to talk
Yes.
again. So
And sometimes I
it's
think
very
that I'm not teaching, I am also learning.
yeah,
It's
I'm
a
also
learning
here
experience.
to improve myself.
Yeah, I learn a lot from my students. They keep on asking questions, and I sit in the middle. I tell them, ask whatever you want to ask if you have any sentence or question. So, why I'm able to do that? Because I have gained some knowledge by teaching them, or their
Yes,
questions make me think and make me go and
and
study those concepts.
yes, that's good. Teaching is the best profession. Then you can improve easily yourself.
An
This is
easy job. Honestly,
yeah, it's not an easy job.
it is very difficult to make somebody talk.
Yes.
Sometimes they are not willing to talk, so you have to force them.
Yeah. Do you also provide these speaking classes or debates and everything?
Yes, yes.
So in debates, they show their interest to speak more and more or not?
I have to push them, I have to make them understand, and sometimes you need to ignite fire in them. You need to
Yes.
simply make them talk, and you need to make it a bit more interesting. And so, those because most of the topics that I give to them, so I give them time. And sometimes we go for extempore where a person has to speak without even thinking. So that's where they learn, and their like quick thinking is also needed. On your feet thinking is developed when you give topic like extempore, small topics. So at the beginning, I check their level. According to their level, first I make them talk on daily basis
Yes.
sentences. I make them think that you are in market. Imagine you were in market. You were surrounded by some people. So these kind of things, these role plays we play.
Yes, yes. When, there are so many students, they don't want to speak willingly, so I need to force them, and I give them this type of topic in which they will automatically start speaking. They want to win.
Yes.
They want to win and they want to beat others, so that's why they automatically will start speaking. So it's a
Yeah,
good
when there
thing.
is some kind of competition among the students, so it happens. They want to simply win that particular argument or that debate. But sometime, they become very hyper. I have seen that some students become very hyper. So I make them
They take
understand
that
that
personally.
it is only a debate.
Yes,
After
they
the
go
class, we
personally.
all are friends. You need
Yeah.
to keep that particular thing in your mind. It is only a debate. That's why I'm making you talk. Otherwise, I wouldn't have given you this topic.
Yes, it's happened with me also.
So what do you
But
do? Like, do you go for one-on-one classes or group classes?
no, I teach them in group.
Okay. So
Yes.
do you
I
give
don't
them
have
topics
enough
like
time.
this?
I can't teach them one to one. I can't teach them. I don't have enough time. I also have children, so I need to give time to them also. That's
So
why
most
I
of the
teach.
students, those who are coming to me, they are asking for personal classes. So it is difficult.
Yeah, I have single life, and I have to enjoy also my life, and I have to spend time with my family also. So
So I have some students from Saudi Arabia and some other countries also,
same
and there is
here.
a yeah, there is a problem of time. Like there is a difference in time and
Yes.
the timing is different there at that particular when they want a class. I'm in my either I'm in bed or I'm in class in my classroom, my offline classroom. So that's why I'm trying to take some more time out of those offline classes, and I want to devote that time to online students. But I'm not
Oh,
going to compromise on anything. I will just increase the strength of the batch.
yes, definitely.
Where do you live in Delhi?
And yes,
Where do you live in Delhi?
and now I am in Pashchim Bihar.
Paschim Bihar. Okay, I'm in Adarsh Nagar. That is
Okay.
not very far from here.
Yes, but I belong to South Delhi.
South Delhi. All right.
Yes.
Okay. I was from Jahangirpuri before, and now I'm in Adarsh Nagar. So you know that Jahangirpuri was very much in talk for all
Yes.
those bad reasons. But it's all right. I'm running my institution there, and I have got more than 120 students.
Hmm. I also have. I don't want to talk about my number of students because
No, no.
sometimes.
What I'm talking about my offline. So it is
Okay.
very difficult to take some time out for online
Yes.
classes because
That,
everybody wants to come in different timing. So that's why I am very difficult. That's what I wanted to ask you, how do you manage? Because you are online pretty much.
yes. Being a lady, it's very difficult to do something. You don't have enough things to do. You are free to do your work, but I have to do lots of things. Like I have to give a bath to my son. I have to do household chores because I don't have now.
That's
I
what I
have.
listen. That's what I listen every day from my wife. Like you just go to the class, you teach students, and look at me. I do this, I do that. I take care of your home. I take care of like my son is there, so he's very naughty. I has just fallen off the
Very,
bed.
very difficult to manage.
Yes.
Does she do something?
Pardon? Yeah. Now she's learning makeup, or she wants to be a makeup artist soon.
Yeah, I saw her picture. She's really very pretty.
Thank you. I'll tell her that.
First time when I see your picture, I thought I have seen you before. I don't know where, but I'm thinking like that. Still, I'm thinking the same. I have seen you before, but I don't know where.
Might be you have seen it.
Yes.
So it's lovely talking to you. I hope
uh,
we'll have more interactive sessions like this in future.
Same here, same here. It was nice session with you. We will reconnect again very soon.
Yes.
Bye, sir. Take care.
Thank you. Bye. Take care.
Bye.